Hi folks, and welcome to Third Friday at 78th Street Studios, May 21st, on a warmish spring night. So happy to have you here, and so happy to report that I have my documentation. I am officially vaccinated, and therefore I'm going to discreetly peel that off for the first time in a few months. I hope you don't mind. We are recommending facial covering masks here still, despite the kind of upcoming and ever-changing climate in terms of the pandemic. But recommending facial coverings for all our guests here tonight, and all the individual businesses are welcome to kind of set their own rules based on their own comfort levels. But your safety and their safety is very important to us, so we're still continuing to follow any governmental mandates as they come down. But in the meantime, I'm welcoming you to our main event space at 78th Street Studios, Smart Space on the first floor. And we have a bunch of guests here tonight, as you can see behind me. We also have the guest artisans of North Coast Promotions joining us. And Big Jewel Green has been entertaining us with some kind of jazzy and hip-hop influenced guitar and vocals way at the far end of this room. But really happy to have him here tonight. We're also happy to welcome a bunch of our resident artists here tonight, artists in galleries and studios. We're going to pop right over my left shoulder into Bruce Buchanan's stained glass design and see what Bruce has got on the table tonight.
Well, hi there, I'm Bruce Buchanan in Studio 108. I'm a stained glass studio. I do commission work and lots of repairs and restoration work. Right here I'm working on a diamond pane window that is was failing. It's 100 years old and it needed rebuilt. It had some broken pieces, and here I am doing the layout and getting ready to assemble it so it can be ready for another 100 years. Yeah, so here I'm just setting these pieces in. Until the whole thing is assembled and soldered, it's just held in place by these nails. So here I'm working without a template, just because I know this is cut perfectly. It's going to go back together in a perfect grid. But here I'm going to I'm just marking and cutting the leads that are going to go around the glass. I do that little wiggle so that I don't crush the lead. It's soft enough to cut with a steel knife. And here then I can open up these leads here so I can tuck the pieces underneath. It makes for a really strong joint when it does get soldered. Leads again. Open up this stuff. Yeah, get in there. Here, and then I'm just going to hold it in place with these little nails. The tabletop is kind of a thick cardboard, so it's easy to hammer into. It holds these things sturdy until I can move on. So yeah, so now all I have to do is do that 100 more times, solder the thing together, and I'll putty the window and set it back in its sash. So, you know, some people think it's really tedious work, but I love it. It's like you get in your zone and just kind of like build, build, build. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Bruce. So I'm happy to report that we have a lot of really great new art exhibits opening tonight at various businesses throughout the building. You'll be hearing from most of those a little bit later in this little broadcast. And also happy to report that I believe every one of the dozen artist studios and galleries here in Smart Space surrounding us all right now are open tonight. They're all occupied and they're entertaining the guests of Northeast Ohio with some really terrific local art. But now, let's head next door to Bruce Buchanan and drop in on Zach at GalleryPlus, where he's showing one of his new artists, Matt Richards.
Hello, I'm really glad you were able to stop in. My name's Zachary Hoon. I'm the owner-artist of GalleryPlus, an art gallery located in 78th Street Studios in the Gordon Square Arts District of Cleveland. We show a variety of work by a variety of different local artists, and today I'd like to introduce you to our newest artist, local potter Matt Richards. Let's have Matt tell us a little bit about his work.
Thanks for welcoming me. My name is Matt Richards. Potter, local potter, and blacksmith. Just a little bit about myself. A lot of people ask me, where did I start doing pottery? When did I start doing pottery? It was back in about 1988. I was in Japan, and I went over there as an exchange student for college, and I had the opportunity to take a one-year class in pottery, and that really started it as a hobby. And then I lived there for a total of 18 years, and most of the time I was there, I was doing pottery. Moved back to the Cleveland area, and then away I went with it. So here's some of my work. I have a lot of different things, a lot of different crazy, kind of wild and funky and different items that I do. Some are decorative, some are functional, and of course it depends on what you mean by decorative and functional. Certainly the dishware is functional, but it also, it looks pretty, it looks cool. I have a lot of lanterns and incense burners here that are pretty cool. Let's see, I don't know, where should we start? Oh, this is one of my favorites. It's a water feature. It's a dragon, and it's got water coming out here, and it just kind of, it has a really nice atmosphere. When I have it back in the studio, I always have them going and just immediately come in and click them on, and away he goes. The sound of water is very soothing. A lot of these other funky, we've got seasonal items. You've got the snowmen, for Christmas time or winter. Now that we're coming out of winter and into spring, you got these are still kind of a reminder, keep you cool. Then when we get into the fall season, and I personally, any season, it doesn't matter, you can have these out all year round. I love Halloween. I missed a bunch of Halloweens when I was in Japan, making up for it. I've got the Halloween guys and all of these are hollow underneath, so that you can put lights, put them over lights or candles. Lanterns. Then we get to for spring and Easter, do these little bunnies, which I call them wacky wabbits, just because they're funky neat form. I have the birds, which have been a popular favorite all year round. Birds seem to be a thing. Something new that I've been working on is kind of developing. Last year, a year or so, 2 years ago maybe, I had these incense burners that are kind of a steampunk, kind of an industrial feel. Because I do the blacksmithing, I like to cross over, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, or multimedia, if you will. But these guys are sort of a way of going multimedia without going multimedia, because you've got that industrial feel of metal, brick, but it's all ceramic. These are incense burners, and this is a backflow burner where the smoke comes out. But those were 2 years ago. But then just about a month or so ago, I was doing birds, and I went, wait a minute. So I did these little, I call them cyborgs birds. So it just sort of went industrial with these, and they kind of developed into cyborg birds, which I think are really cool. Again, these can be, you put them over lights, and they look pretty cool. Heading into, now I was just talking about that crossover between blacksmithing and pottery. This is something I've done, which is you got the ceramic bowl or vessel here, and then you've got the forged handle, which I've made all parts of it, and it's a nice crossover because you've got that double thing here. And these have holes in, so it could be a lantern for hanging. And I make hooks that you can hang them on the wall. They're back over there. Shut up, but yeah. Then I have the dishware, which is absolutely functional. A lot of people ask, are these food safe? Are they dishwasher safe? The glazes are all food safe. Everything's cool. It's and they're actually microwave safe, and they are dishwasher safe. So no problems there. They're not gravity safe. No, I haven't perfected that yet. So don't drop them. But yeah, I got a lot of different things here and different sculptures and fun stuff.
Thanks, Matt. If you'd like to see Matt's work in person, in addition to Third Fridays, we're also open by appointment. And you can check us out on social media or on our website to see some of the work of our other artists. Thanks again for joining us. Bye-bye.
But as I'd mentioned previously, there's a lot of activity here in Smart Space. Besides Bruce Buchanan and GalleryPlus, which we visited, we've got Sean Kinley's studio open tonight, next door to Sean. 11-2 Gallery is showing their crazy poppy work, along with their satellite gallery with some really interesting ceramics and prints. Across the hall, we'll drop in on Dawn Techler to view her beautiful encaustic paintings. And next door to Dawn is Megan Frankenfield's studio with her kind of architecturally inspired acrylic paintings. And finally, directly in front of me is Ron Johnston and Betsy Morris' studio, two wonderful oil painters showing off the fruits of their labors for the last few months. So now, let's head over my left shoulder. We'll go down the hall a little bit and drop in to visit Eileen Dorsey and see what she's got on the easel.
Thanks for stopping by. My name is Eileen Dorsey and this is my studio. It's so nice to see you, especially since I've been out of town for 3 weeks. I've been working on a huge mural with the entire restaurant in Traverse City, Michigan. So it's so great to be back in my studio amongst all the colorful paintings and trees. So some news, if you're not familiar with my work, I make these colorful paintings. They're oil paintings and they're depicting mostly local scenes. But recently, I wanted to really share with you, I was just featured on the Kent State University alumni page. They did a spotlight on me for the School of Art, and I'm so excited. I'm actually wearing my t-shirt right now from the school. Yeah, make sure to check that out. I have the link in my Instagram. It's at Eileen _Dorsey studio. So you can check out my website there, see what I have to offer, my online store. I have lots of things here. I have pillows, I have jewelry, I have prints. Really, there's something for everyone. So I hope to see you later and have fun. It's great to be here.
Thanks, Eileen. We're really excited about all the cool projects that you're getting involved in. So I'd like to also mention that next door to Eileen, Eric Rippert is joining us tonight. We're very happy to have Eric here. And next door to Eric are Cowtown Chad and Laurel Herbold with her wonderful paintings and We People merchandise. So now let's leave Smart Space and head on down the stairs, where we're going to drop in on the ramp level to one of our very newest tenants, Lindsay at Variegate Design.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm Variegate Design, all things planty. I started off about a year ago and decided I wanted to do a design business that was all plant themed. So I have a little bit of a sense of humor too, so if you look around, you'll see some funny things, some plant memes, as you would call them. I have everything from apparel to bandanas, stickers, buttons, and I'm starting to carry a small selection of more rare plants. So why don't you come in and take a look? So these are my bandanas. I actually worked at American Greetings for 16 years, so I learned how to do repeat patterns. So I decided to test it out on apparel, and these are some of the bandanas that I've done. One's the pollinator bat, and then one's mainly just plant. So, but they come in different colors. They wash up super good, and I like to put them in my hair, so. So these are some of my most old stickers for sure. I've probably sold like 1,000 of them. They actually go in your windows, and they create rainbows with them. So I don't know if you can see that, but it'll create a rainbow in your window, and I have them in every single room of my house at this point. So they're a fun item, and people seem to enjoy those. And then I have a variety of other stickers. Mainly everything's about, my new line is about pollinators. So bats are pollinators, and Luna moths are pollinators, and I just kind of am surrounding myself with the outdoor stuff right now. So, okay, so with me just being open, I have open hours where you can schedule a time to come in with your friends and family. I literally live 5 minutes up the street, so it takes me 2 seconds to get in here. You can contact me on Instagram or Facebook to schedule one.
Thank you, Lindsay. I can't tell you how happy we are to have you joining our creative community here at 78th Street. Lindsay's shop is a little jewel box of a studio. It's really beautiful. So I also am ashamed of myself. I was totally remiss in mentioning that Susie Frazier's studio, Earth Minded Art, on the first floor, is also, of course, open tonight with her wonderful products and artwork and natural items from all over the world. But now, through the magic of video, we're going to head next door to Variegate Design and drop in on a special new exhibition that just opened tonight in ARTneo, the Regional Art Museum of Northeast Ohio. Hi there, it's me again, complete with a costume change. And I'd like to welcome you to ARTneo, the Regional Art Museum of Northeast Ohio, where we're celebrating the grand opening tonight of a really special exhibition of historical artworks. Tonight's exhibition is Strange and Lonely Spaces, Magic Realism in Cleveland 1930 to 1960. It's a great show, and if you're not able to make it tonight, you'll have plenty of opportunity. It should be up for 3 of our Third Friday events running through the end of August. Gallery hours are 1:30 to 5 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or by appointment. Feel free to reach out to us for a special tour, personal tour of the exhibition, but we hope you enjoy it. We're going to take a little spin around the gallery now and give you a little appetizer. Thanks for stopping down here tonight. And if you didn't make it tonight for the grand opening of this special exhibition, it's going to be up for 3 Third Fridays, closing towards the end of August. You'll have plenty of opportunity to visit. The gallery is normally open 1:30 to 5 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday each week. Hope to see you here. Boo, I'm everywhere. So I hope that you'll get a chance to see that exhibition, which is running for actually the next 3 Third Fridays. So plenty of opportunity. It's really a terrific collection of work, very unique historical works, all by Northeast Ohio artists. So now I'd like to invite you to head out the front door with me, where we're going to zip around our dock area in our north parking lot and drop in on KINK Contemporary, who's hosting a really, really cool exhibit I saw this past week by environmental artist Jeff Schofield.
Part of my art practice is going out and finding events that I can commemorate with artwork. So for instance, the burnt firewood that you see here, it's a real true forest fire in Michigan. And so this is an event, and it's due, in part because of climate change. It makes the forest tinder dry and ready for fire, kind of thing. And so nature does come back and retaliate with events, like the barn that fell down after centuries, well, a century and a half, but due to excessive flooding. Otherwise, the barn would still be standing, kind of thing. So for me, the events are very important. It's hard to find a good event to turn into art. Site work, yeah, I'd like to go to different places and find ways to work with art, in a specific locality. And so that's a bit what this piece is about here. I come to Cleveland and I find materials here. And hopefully it says something about, this place, the beach that I found on the edge of the city, kind of a thing. And so I'm working up an art practice that tries to focus on specific locations and say something about sustainability in these different places.
Thanks, Jeff. KINK always has something unique on the walls. Jeff's show is a really worthwhile and obviously important message. So I'd also like to mention that right around the corner from KINK, Current Art Space is also open tonight. But now let's head back to our front door and up a couple of flights of stairs and visit with Hilary Gent at HEDGE Gallery.
Hey everyone, welcome back to May 3rd Friday. We're so excited to have you here. I was kind of recollecting about some thoughts about last May 2020, and I remember just hoping and praying that 3rd Friday could start back up again, and it didn't last May, but it's here this May, and we are just so excited. Things are getting better, obviously, in our communities. Safer, people are getting vaccinated, so thank you so much for everyone that's stuck by us and also that's either joining us in person tonight or via this live stream. We're just so grateful for your support and for all the people that have reached out to us to either buy local art or say hi to our artists or come to our exhibitions. We're just honored and thrilled. So welcome back. Here we are. You're in HEDGE Gallery right now with me, Hilary Gent. I'm the curator and director here, and I am just elated to open this new exhibition featuring Cleveland artists Liz Moggins and Douglas Max Utter. We represent both of these artists here at HEDGE Gallery, so if you head to our website, you'll be able to see this entire exhibition there, every piece in this show, as well as past shows. This is all brand new work though, so it's really exciting to see what Liz and Doug have been creating, especially during the shutdown. So I'm going to take you through the show a little bit and we'll have a look around. So I'm standing in front of several pieces by Liz Moggins and Douglas Max Utter. Again, brand new work that they've been creating. Most of the work that Liz and Doug both create tends to be autobiographical, and that's actually one of the reasons that I brought these two together. They discuss a lot of topics about personal life, family, history, and the present day, combining what's happened in the past and what's going on right now in our current present day situation. And both of these artists are addressing that. Obviously, there's so many topics right now to discuss and that are out in the open, and they are really bringing them to fruition through their work. Douglas Max Utter, as you can see, some of the paintings over here and behind me have more of a figurative theme to them, while Liz's tend to be a little bit more about imagery and word. So using word as image and image as word. Liz is known for her printmaking, but she's also painting now. Douglas McSutter is specifically known for painting. All of the new paintings in this exhibition are oiled out. We've gone back to using oil paint, which is really fascinating. Their color palettes are bright and vibrant, which also really excited me. There's lots to read too. So again, if you head over to our website, which is HEDGEArtGallery.com, if you want to look at any of these works just for a longer period of time and really take them in, you'll have that opportunity to do so. I'm sitting in front of some of my favorite works in this exhibition. This painting in particular by Liz Moblin, and actually these two small pieces, a still life and a self-portrait by Douglas McSutter. It's been a blast curating this exhibition because both artists brought in so much new work, and their work is changing. That's one of the really exciting things about my job here, is that I get to watch artists' work and themes evolve as the climate evolves around us, as things happen. Especially artists like Liz and Doug have lots of commentary about it. So once again, thanks for joining us. Take a look around when you're here. We're also featuring Dale Good's work down in Suite 215 Gallery down the hall, so make sure to check out that exhibition before it closes in June. We will be announcing an artist talk date, an in-person artist talk with Douglas and Liz coming up later this month, actually in June. And once again, head over to our website, HEDGEArtGallery.com. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with all of our events. And we hope you'll join us during normal business hours as well. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Hillary. Love Doug and Liz's work. They're each such unique artists and so different from one another. It's amazing how well that the show kind of blends together and comes together as a whole. So now we're going to head a couple blocks west and drop in on our friend Mark Krieger, artist Mark Krieger, in the west wing of the second floor. Mark's been working on a project for quite a while, and we're going to see what kind of progress he's made on that painting.
Yeah, well, the last time we saw this painting, it was in its very earliest stages. It's been about 3 weeks since then. It's got a lot of energy, and I'm in the process of selectively tamping that energy down and letting the energy shine out in different places. And rather than using dark colors to tamp the energy down, I'm actually at this point using white. I'm using this white. This is zinc white, which if you've ever changed a diaper, zinc oxide is the ointment that you use. Zinc white it's a white that I used to dismiss as a kid, as a young painter, because it was so weak. Haha, big mistake. Because if you use it over bright colors, it lets the bright colors bleed through just enough and gives you an effect that is where you see the color, you don't see the color. It's almost hard. It's hard to tell how it came. That's when you can do that in a painting, you're in good shape. So I'm blending this white over lots of areas, letting the areas show through, and then just once in a while, this painting tells me it needs a sharp, dark accent in this point and at that point. And the places that it tells me it needs the accent are places I would have never chosen, never guessed. So it's new to me, and I'm discovering these things in the image as I go. So when you see it next time, it's progressing very, very quickly. I'm guessing next time around it's going to be done.
Thank you, Mark. It's always fun to see the process of a creative mind. So again, folks, I apologize for the technical difficulties tonight and for our kind of rushing through the balance of our event, but I'm glad that we got to share those videos of some goings on in the building with you. I do want to mention that besides ARTneo and Variegate Design, that we are also hosting the Byzantine down in the ramp level tonight, Yellow Cake Clothing Company, and also Googie Style. They were all open down there tonight, along with some guest artists, some additional guest artists from North Coast Promotions, and Randy Sachs was performing down there with friends Bill on the bass and our good friend Carrie King on accordion and whatever else she's playing tonight. She's a multi-talented lady. But thanks so much, Randy, for being with us tonight and entertaining us tonight. So, again, March 21st, the year is moving along. We're hoping that you're getting those shots in the arms, trying to reach herd immunity or whatever we're calling the future of our creative society. But we really hope that you'll be comfortable joining us in the future. We're obviously waiting to see what happens, what direction we're going to receive from the government moving forward. We know things are starting to open up again, which is super exciting for all of us, but we also all want to do that safely. Again, we are recommending masks here at the building, particularly because of the nature of a crowded event. We know that there are mixed feelings about it, but we are highly recommending that as we check folks in at the door, and we'll probably continue to do that moving forward. So again, we hope that you'll feel free joining us live and in person in the future. And I also want to point out that we have been recording this broadcast tonight. We'll be tightening that up and editing it into a YouTube production, which will be posted in a high-res format within the next couple of weeks. So you can feel free to check that out and zero in on some of your favorite artists again. So thanks again for joining us tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you next month in June. And in the meantime, be well, enjoy the beautiful weather. Take care.